Welcome to Average Mike. We are here today doing a faucet swap out. So I bought this faucet online, had good reviews, all that, but as you can see, it is leaking. Replace this faucet. I'm going to try to do as much as I can from underneath and show you. It is dark. I'll have the light on, but it's really tight against the back of the sink here. It's a double sink. So it's really tight against the back of the sink, so there might be some spots that you can't feel out to explain what I'm doing. Ultimately, what you're doing is you're basically taking this rod here and the hoses, and you're putting in the hole that's already putting into the marble here. You're going to feed that down. You're going to lightly tighten the bolts that it comes with on this, and then you're going to connect all the connectors, and then make sure it works. And then you're going to really tighten it down at the end. That's kind of a summary. But ultimately, it should be really fast. It should be really easy. Every time I say that, something else goes wrong. So I don't want to jinx myself here. So anyway, continue watching. If you want to watch more of the faucet replace, continue watching. Like and subscribe, and hit the little notification button so you. Okay, so back on the faucet replacement. So I'm under the sink, and you can see right here, up in that right there is going to be the one little nut, and basically you just unscrew that nut, and you should be able to pull all these braided hose once you disconnect them from the water lines through the feed. So as you can see. Here's as you can see, this is the cold, right? Water line is blue, right? The other one's red for hot. So this is the cold line. When this is in line like this means it's open. And we're just gonna turn off the water now. So now that's the hand twist off right here. We have another one for the hot, if you can see it back in there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and turn that one off as well. Boom. Now both water lines are off. I have a bucket for underneath, and that way it catches any water. But so it catches any water. But what you want to do when you turn the water off is turn this water on. And what it'll do is it'll actually start dropping down the water that's in there. Right? You didn't see it come out. But anyway, if you drop down some of the water that comes out of there, it releases it so it doesn't vacuum in there. So now take these hoses off. Do the other one, and then that should just be fine, and I should be able to then just unscrew it. Okay, so let me get my hand in there. All right, so then you have left is the hoses disconnected. All right, so you're watching Average Mike. What we did was we took the bolt off the bottom. That's this guy, and then we basically pulled the braided things out, and then this just comes right out the hole. Boom and boom. That's how you remove. Now you have no faucet on your sink, so water's off down below. Like this little extender, so you can kind of, it's got a hex in there, so you can put the bolt in, and it actually just keep on going until it's tight. This one didn't come with that, so I had to do it all by hand. Plus, it doesn't fit in this big guy, so you needed to get the adjustable out, which is down below still. And all the rest of the stuff has these hand kind of threaded, which makes it a lot easier. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and feed this through. Boom, 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 boom. Get that guy over there. Boom. Okay. Get all those guys getting down in there. And then, so this rubber gasket goes on. And then, so you could just go down into that hole like that. And then, so we actually want this on the right hand side. So So that rubber gasket goes in there like that. Boom, nice sit, seats nicely right to it, boom, like that. So now that's all that's kind of seated properly how we want it. You're gonna take this, you're gonna feed it through that one rod, the one tube, the main tube that comes out. Like this, up onto it, and then you're gonna take this bolt and just basically bolt right to the bottom of that thing, okay? So I'm gonna try to get you under there with me. Let's see how that works. All right, so we're through the hole. It's a little dark, I do apologize for that. So we're through the hole. We have the one braided hose, which is the extender, right? So the end of the sink, end of the faucet comes out, so that pulls down, that's this braided hose. What you wanna do is you wanna feed this claw guy in on that hose like this, okay? Much like that, okay? Now it's in the center. Then you take the wrench they give you, and you basically do the same thing with the bolt, with the socket. Just like that, and then everything wants to be on one side, so it's fairly simple. And then get the faucet, feed that through there, and then this sits nicely on the bottom of your granite or your countertop, your bottom. All right, so can you crank that all the way up? And like I said, you don't want to make this super tight because you want to be able to adjust it all. So you just want to make it snug so you can still adjust everything around. Connect the hoses to the water lines and everything like that. So just make it a little snug, boom. Okay, you got that tool right here that goes zip in there. Put it around the ratchet, or put it around the nut, and just kind of make that tight. Okay, so that's snug. Now, we'll be back for that. Okay, so now, continuation of this faucet install. So they, meaning manufacturer, did an awesome job, and what they did was they labeled these guys here. And so blue means cold. And so what you're gonna do is they gave you a rubber gasket to go into it. And so you're gonna put that rubber gasket in there. So what they're doing is they want you to loop it around. Tube is long, you wanna loop around without completely bending. So what I'm gonna do is actually go up and around the plumbing. That way it doesn't have a crease to it. I'll do that. I'll get all the All right, so finishing up this install. So be careful. They tell you that discharge hose needs to be opened when you open up the supplies to drain out debris. Okay, did that. I didn't put the bucket underneath, so I didn't put a ton of water. Yeah, just be careful of that. That was sort of silly. Kind of knew that was going to happen. I didn't know why I didn't think of it. Anyway, so what you got to do is basically take this end of this hose here, connect it onto that gray piece back there, and slide this blue piece like that on top of both, and it locks in and connects. So I'll do it, and then All right, that's what that looks like there. Here's also, they give you a weight. You want to slide that onto the same hose that you just connected. See, that's that weight. Slide that through, let that hang. That way, this, when you pull it up, returns like that and locks so that, you know. Anyway, so that's all done. So now we have the water supply. I tighten the bolt, the gasket's on there. Now that works. This is splash protection. And then this is spray. There you go. This is the Delta. The Delta Ashton install. That's what that looks like. All right. Well, we're going to test the cold water. Slide over, test the hot water. Ooh, nice. And then shut it off. So that's the Delta install. This was Average Mike installing a Delta Ashton kitchen faucet. Couple steps, not too bad. Don't forget the bucket. Don't forget not to spill the bucket. Ultimately, remember the discharge has to be connected into the actual supply when you put the weight on top. Once that's all done, it's it. It's pretty simple plumbing. Now it's a little bit cleaner of a look. It's cleaner look. It's a little bit more contemporary style, and it's not going to leak. It's got a 3-year warranty that it comes with, so it covers all the spare parts. So it's better for our sink itself. It's got a nice big swivel where the other one didn't, and it's got a good pull down and a good range, so that when you turn it on, I'm ready to go. And I am squirting water everywhere because I'm not paying attention where it's going. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. Subscribe and like, hit the little notification button so you get notified the next time we post up videos. I hope you enjoyed the kitchen install, the Delta Faucet kitchen install. Enjoy your night.